Hey, welcome back to NJ.com. I'm James Kratch here with Pat Lanni. We're going to talk about Region 1 at Wallkill Valley. Action gets underway Wednesday. Pat, it's Tuesday afternoon. I think the Phillipsburg fans might actually already be in the parking lot up at Wallkill. And we'll start right there with the state liners and DePaul, number 3 team in the state, number 4 team in the state. Peaburg's got 13 there. DePaul has 12. Big question is, who's going to get more guys to AC come Saturday?
Right. I think what you were saying was that DePaul might have more champions, but Phillipsburg might have the deeper roster and the more Atlantic City qualifiers. I'm looking at DePaul possibly to have 5 champions. Obviously with David McFadden at 160, DePalma at 182, the Key brothers, and Scott Lavelle in a loaded 220-pound
Very loaded 220 bracket. We'll get to that in a second. But let's go back to McFadden. We're finally, we assume, going to get McFadden, Max Elling, the bout everybody's been talking about since it seems the Beast of the East.
Yeah. You know, like you were saying, it could go 3 ways.
Yeah.
I think McFadden's just such a veteran and so tough that I've seen him maybe 4 or 5 times, and he just controls so well. And I think, in my opinion, I think he's going to come out on top. Maybe by 3 or 4 points.
Yeah, I mean, I think McFadden's a safe championship pick, but Max Elling has just been taking his wrestling to another level this year. Sensational year, and he's a guy that he pins, and he hits you the move before you know it. Boom, you're down 5-0 in the first period. Obviously, McFadden's
he'll be ready for that.
He'll be ready for that. And yeah, you said 220. It's amazing to think that if Newton's Gus Protogeropoulos doesn't drop to 195, how ridiculous this weight class would be. I mean, you talked about Lavelle. You've got Peaburg's Robert Melise, who had a very impressive major decision over Tim Byrne of Mendham in the District 1 final. Byrne's a guy you got to keep an eye on. You've got Peyton Campbell from Morris Knolls. You've got Flynn from Pompton Lakes. Gavin Lally from Sparta, 100 Warren Sussex champion.
I know you were high on him for a while.
Yeah, he's had a great season. Ralph Hall from Lenape Valley, another guy who's a state caliber kid. There's only 3 spots out of 220 that are going to go to Atlantic City, and I think we've got at least 6, 7, maybe 8 state caliber kids there.
No doubt about it. And I know we were talking about Lavelle. I think that's your pick, right?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Lavelle. I think he's a slight favorite. Obviously DePaul wrestles such a tough schedule, but it could go any way. I mean, I think Melise has really opened up a lot of eyes when he majored Byrne, who I think came in with 1 loss entering the day. So, any other weight classes you're interested in?
I don't know about. I can tell you one thing that I was very interested in, and was the highlight. One of the highlights of my entire season was when Scott Lavelle decked Jose Palomino at 285 pounds to give DePaul that big win over St. Peter's. He just came out. He was so fired up. He just took him to the mat twice and really just slammed him. And I thought
that's the thing. Malie is another guy who spent time at heavyweight this year, which I think helps the guys when they come down to 220. Real quick, 2 other finals weight classes I'm particularly intrigued with. 113, obviously, Hopakong's Joe Allman had the big upset win over Garrett O'Shea at District 2 this past weekend. I think O'Shea nips him the second time around. Garrett O'Shea's had a tremendous season, returning medal winner. And at 145, I'm going to pick Jason Gacchione from High Point. He's had a sensational year, but watch out for Stephen Friedman from Phillipsburg. He wrestled Gacchione in the 100 Warren Sussex final, loss. Got him again in the dual meet, narrowed the gap even more. Friedman's wrestling really well, and I think he definitely is maybe the. I don't think he's a dark horse, but he's maybe the you're going to start to see he's the trendy kind of surprise champion there. That's it for us on Region 1, but keep it here at NJ.com. All week long, we'll have complete and comprehensive coverage of all 8 regions as we take the next step towards Atlantic City, and we'll see you next time.